Josh Taylor was possibly moving up in weight to 147 pounds, wanted to get a title shot. Bob Arum is saying that he don't know who Josh Taylor gonna fight next, but he would like to make a fight with Manny Pacquiao. Now, apparently Manny Pacquiao is trying to come back. It's been rumored that he might get in the ring with Amir Khan. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. So yeah. It was rumored that they want to do something in the Middle East with Amir Khan. Amir Khan been trying to get that fight forever. I would imagine it would be an exhibition fight. But Bob Arum was saying that he would like for Josh Taylor to fight Manny Pacquiao. Now, Josh Taylor said, Pacquiao is one of his top boxing guys. It's one of the guys that he would like to fight. I mean, I'm pretty sure Top Rank just gave Josh Taylor a new contract not that long ago. So, I'm pretty sure it's a nice hefty one where he got to put him in an opponent that's going to make some money. That's going to make some money, dog. So, so that's interesting right there. But, at the end of the day, that's cool. It probably happened somewhere overseas. Going to 47, who Taylor going to fight? I mean, I would try to target Stay Honest. I would try to target Keith Thurman if he get the bet off Stay Honest. WBO, we'll see what happened with Crawford. He still said he reining at 147 pounds. So if some of the belts become available, think that probably should be the plan. Coming to a division world champion. Then probably look to make the biggest fight possible at the weight. That could be Jerome Ennis. That could be literally somebody else at the time. So, he's, like I said, I think he and Regis has no ambitions on moving up, but I think Josh Taylor stayed at 140 pounds so long because 147, really PBC constipated it. He was on the wrong side of the street. He wasn't going to get Crawford at the time. He wasn't going to get Spence, and he wasn't going to get Keith Thurman. He wasn't going to get any names. So I think he was forced to stay at 147 pounds and 40 pounds until it cleared up. And, T.O. was one of the bigger names that was on the menu for him. So, so it probably made some sense to stay down there. And he stayed down there a little bit too long and got outboxed. He had been looking pretty bad ever since he left Shane McGuinness. That's just the facts about it. He looked terrible. He wasn't looking like the same fighter. I think Shane McGuinness is the best trainer in the UK, but he left him because, he got into it with his father, Hall of Famer Barry McGuinness, over Cyclone Promotions and leaving. So when he left, Barry stopped messing with him, the promoter. Obviously he gonna ride with his dad, and the dad stopped messing with him. So, not too much of a dangerous fight for Pacquiao. Taylor got T-Rex arms. He a big guy though. Pacquiao fought bigger guys, but he a big guy. But like I said before, it looked a little bit off. Bob said it can happen at a catch weight, 147 or whatever. So I'm not sure if Pacquiao was interested in a real fight, or he gonna ride the influencer wave or the Mayweather wave and fight exhibitions or whatever. So said that he wanted one more fight. He lost the presidential run. You hear a lot of corruption that's going over. They go over there when it comes to running for office and running for just different officials and all that type of stuff. But like I said before, I think I heard maybe Kell Brook name thrown in there as well too. That might make more sense than Amir Khan, because Kell Brook did come off a win, but then he had that video that came out. So I don't know if that mattered. But yeah, a lot of these dudes don't know. They've been boxing so long, they can't transition to nothing else. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of athletes have that issue as well, and transitioning into something else, transitioning into doing something else. A lot of athletes have that issue. They have a huge problem in making a transition to doing some, to going, life after the sport. Even people that retire, man. That's why people stay 30, 40 years at the job. Yeah, inflation is crazy, whatever, but then what you gonna do? It's only so long you could travel. I remember it was that white couple. They chose to retire. They did the math. They chose to retire on a cruise. So they just stay on cruises their whole retirement. That's what they choose to do. They love the water that much. Some people choose to sit at home and sit there, work around their house, not do nothing, and die. Some people choose to go work at Walmart or be a greeter, work at Home Depot or something like that. That's what some people choose to do. So it's to each his own. But right now, I'm pretty sure Pacquiao, even to come back, he probably already getting in some type of shape. And Taylor wouldn't be a bad fight. Switch hitter, big guy. But Teofimo Lopez showed that if you can box a little bit, like he done lost the magic since he lost Shane McGuinness. People could blame it on the weight. I just think it's being with Shane McGuinness without him. And he kind of ain't been really the same fighter since then. Even I thought he should have blew out Jose Ramirez, better than he blew out Jose Ramirez. You know what I'm saying? So he's steadily been declining for a while now, but not using his legs as much, not boxing as much, falling in too much, depending on his size and his strength too much. So Pacquiao might be enticed to do it, but Amir Khan, a name over there in the Middle East, Amir Khan, a name over there in the UK, silver medal winner, might have more cachet. Did have the drug allegations against him, so not sure about all that. I know they was trying to get him to fight Mayweather in the exhibition, and Mayweather just don't want to give him another shot. Mayweather didn't want to fight. People don't understand. Mayweather didn't. Showtime forced Mayweather to fight Manny Pacquiao. That's what people don't know. He was gonna go his whole career without fighting Manny Pacquiao. So if a lot of y'all holding y'all breath on Gervonta Davis, fighting Shakur Stevenson and fighting Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying, and fighting the Teofimo Lopez's and Gary Anton Russell's, man, you gotta understand. Showtime forced Mayweather to make the Pacquiao fight. That's what people forget. He didn't make the Pacquiao fight on his own. They wasn't gonna make that fight. And just how Gervonta Davis is moving, that's how Mayweather is moving when he got the Al Heyman. Riskless. That's a word. So a lot of y'all holding y'all breath that he gonna do that. So him fight Manny Pacquiao twice, motherfucker feared Manny Pacquiao. And that's just what it is. The niggas didn't want to admit it back in the day, but he feared Manny Pacquiao. Head behind drug tests and all that. And this, that, and the third. And I'm a rich coward. I'm, all this type of shit, man. And nigga was shook. You said Pacquiao didn't want to take the drug test. Pacquiao didn't want to do this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? And that was hella suspicious. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it wasn't. But he still wasn't going to fight him. You supposed to be the greatest of all time. You call yourself TV the best ever. Like, nigga, man, bro, the scariest ever. The TSC, nigga. I mean, the TSE, the scariest ever, nigga. That's what he was, bro. That's what he was. But, for Josh Taylor, that'd be a good way to go out. Fight Pacquiao, get past Pacquiao, see if you go get a belt, and then, if any other big fights to make, make them fights and get out. People forget he's somewhere in his 30s right now, so that make a lot of sense. Pacquiao, his speed, his speed might still there, but he looks so bad versus Ugas. But I just think, obviously the age was a problem with Ugas, and then in my opinion as well too, him fighting that Cuban style, he wasn't ready for that. And Ugas was a really big guy, So, what he had, what he would have done to Errol Spence, or if Errol Spence had beat him, that'd have been interesting. Very interesting. With that Pacquiao that showed up, I think Errol Spence would have had his way with him. I think the jab and the size would have been too much. And who knows? I don't think, Terrence Crawford is, would entertain that neither at this point. Unless the Saudis put up a whole bunch of money, and then I think they would want to get Pacquiao a fight or two under his belt before he did that. I mean, even Errol Spence, if he wanted to fight Errol Spence, get a fight or two under his belt. I think at that point, Pacquiao, what would be the risk for Josh Taylor? It makes sense. You know, he coming off a loss. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, remember Pacquiao was rumors that he was gonna fight Ryan Garcia till Ryan Garcia start running his mouth. You know, so but but yeah, you know, but we'll see. I'm thinking more of an exhibition. He did fight that one dude that do the combat shorts on YouTube a lot. So he did fight him, but an exhibition. So we see what they can cook up. I think he's too small to be in there with Jake Paul, Logan Paul, KSI, and those guys too. So I don't know. Maybe he try to fight Sean O'Malley or something like that. Maybe they revisit, you know, an Adrian Broner exhibition, or they revisit the Ryan Garcia thing. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, everywhere. Don't forget to check out my new channel, Free Game 89, FR33 Game 89. That link's in the link tree in the description. Check out my Detroit channel, More City Sports Talk. That link's in the link tree in the description as well too. Peace.